Hello, hello, hello. It's Julius Bailey down in the lab at the crib doing a little work this morning. I just really wanted to take a few minutes. I haven't really talked to people online in a while via video, so I wanted to put a video out there. First, to show my face. I'm doing all right. Gained a couple pounds back. I got to stop all the sweet tea, but that's going to stop. But I really just want to take a time out. We are here in Ohio. Our last day to register to vote is going to be the 4th. So we're about 3 days away, 4 days away from the close of voter registration. On our Wittenberg campus, in our city in Springfield, we have a big event on Saturday and tonight. And so it's important, hopefully, for Springfield residents to go downtown tonight or come downtown Saturday to be a part of the final days, the final push to register to vote. Clearly, I want you to vote for me if you're a city resident, but I just want you to vote. I want you to be involved in the process. I have opponents who certainly deserve your attention to figure out whether the two incumbents are worthy of returning in city commission or whether Krista Phillips, my sister, and myself are formidable candidates to replace one of them. It is important for us to give all four of us attention, know what we're doing, know what we're thinking about, know what we are about, and then make an informed choice, right? I think you owe that to your city. Now, not only because you know it's your city and local politics, especially in the city, are the ones that are most directly affecting your day-to-day lives. But also it's because we are the people you can touch. We are the people you see driving down the street. You see us at Speedway. You see us at Kroger. Um, and you need to touch us. You need to be able to tell us what your concerns are, how we can possibly work with our city manager to make that happen for you. That's why it's important. Um, in general, right? We got judges running. You all know how I feel about these judges, and so you got judges running that we need to pay attention to. Carrie and Harrier. At one level, you got running, and then you got obviously you got uh, Wilt and Martin. And so, I mean, you really have to get involved and know what's going on. Don't leave that out because for some people who are watching this video, your nephews, your cousins, your aunties, your sisters, your daughters are going to be coming through the court system, and knowing who's there, who represents um, a jurisprudence that is concerned about mass incarceration, that's concerned about addiction, that's just concerned about ways in which we go about the business of uplifting a people and not just incarcerating a people, of transforming a city and not just sort of restricting it to a selective few. This election is about change, it's about choice, it's about understanding how all 60 something thousand of you in the city, all 88,000 of you in the county, can actually pay attention, make a difference as you pay attention to what all these candidates are all about. You have a school board race going on, and folk trying to figure out what's best for our children in school. I need you to pay attention. So that's why I need you to register to vote. I need you to ensure that you have a cousin, a nephew, you have a son, a daughter, 18 years old, will be 18 by the close, by November 2nd. Get them registered. And listen, can I be honest with you for a minute? Let me get close to the mic here, if you will. You know me. I got to figure out what's the numbers say, right? What's going on? I live in City District 9, in our Precinct 9. And as you look at the last local election in 2017, this area 9 voted at 12% of the possible voters. That means a little bit over 1 out of every 10 people who could have voted in 2017 voted in 2017. Right across the street, down the hall, a little down the way, a little bit in Precinct 10, about 20%. Precinct 12, also South Side residents, right? Southwest corridor with 12. A little bit better at about 26, 27% in 2017. But what does that mean? That means, again, 2.5 out of 10 people decided that voting was important to them. Now in 2020, they did a little better, and this is a national trend, right? A local election somehow get less attention than national elections. In 2020, did a little bit better. Our precinct here voted at about a 50% clip, a little under 50%. City 10 voted at about a 50% clip, and City 12 again voted a little bit more than 50, about 56% clip. A little bit better. Again, only it means 1 out of every 2 people said, "Let me cast a vote, possibly for Biden." I don't know. Maybe not, because Trump whooped behind here in this county. But here's my point. I also would represent all of Springfield. And so you look at some of our most aggressive voting districts or precincts. City 11, City 28, 29. In 2017, they were voting at 40, 50% clips. That means 4 more people to every 1 person. Say it a different way. For every 1 person who voted on the south end, 4 voted on the north end. In some cases, especially in 9 and 10, the population in those areas, the registered voters in those areas, are actually more numerically, but 4 to 1 less. Voting is the way that we go about the business of shaping our destiny, shaping the neighborhoods we live in, shaping the decisions that assist in understanding how our businesses are run, where they are placed. We have to pay more attention. I applaud City 11 and City 31 and City 29 and City 28. I applaud them for being active, being engaged, and trust me, I hope you pay me attention too. But we as a city all need to be involved. To City 1, precincts 1, 2, 3, they're pretty involved. Voting at about a 40, 50% clip. Pretty strong. Again, 2 to 1 above the neighborhood that I live in. And City 1 and 2 is just less than a mile away. So where am I getting at? So some of you have met with me and you said, "Dr. Bailey, I hope you win." Some of you have met with Crystal and you said, "I hope you and Crystal win." And generally the question I ask you is that how many people have you registered to vote? If we haven't begun the business of registering people to vote and being registered to vote, it's not going to happen, y'all. Dr. Bailey, I want you to win. I'm praying for you. Hey, I accept all the prayers. But I almost rather you vote than pray. Vote while you pray. Pray while you vote. But don't pray and not vote. Don't wish and not be active. Don't hope and not act. The work that I put in the care campaign is about you. It's not about me. It's about trying to make sure you have a voice, to make sure that I'm a part of a commission with other folk on there who are working with the city to ensure that every aspect, every corridor, every precinct in the city has a voice and has a way of thinking through the decisions that we're making in terms of expansion of our city, revitalization of our downtowns, and revitalization that must meet the revitalization of every aspect of our city. Listen, who am I? I'm just a servant, and I'm just here to do whatever I can do to put a little bit more thought into the process. We got good folk, good, nice folk who sits on the commission who make these decisions. Good, nice people. You want to drink a beer with, you want to eat ice cream with, you want to have a dinner with. We also want to make sure these nice people are not working to the detriment of some folk. I'll put it this way. Nice people can create the most hell for folk without them even seeing it. And too many times we get caught up in, well, she's nice, he's nice. Meanwhile, he or she are having meetings, and he or she is engaged in a politic that oppresses, violates, restricts. I'm not going to be a perfect commissioner if you vote me in. But what you're going to get from me is someone who researches, someone who looks at pros and cons, who takes it through the moral domain, understands equity and inclusion. Someone who understands that progress is needed while also realizing that nostalgia and history is fundamental. What you'll get in the Julius Bailey campaign is someone who listens carefully, thinks through, then acts. Someone who waters the brown spots. Y'all already know how I feel on that. Brown spots need more attention, more seeding, more water. I'm not ashamed of saying that. In order for our entire city to grow, we need to water the brown spots. We need to make sure that some resources are put in situations, and that's why next Saturday, the 9th, right, there's going to be another conversation on the South Side about what's the future of the South Side. We need to show up, South Side. Not just showing up to vote, but showing up to be involved in these conversations where Sharon Meadows and her crew are putting the work in, working with businesses, working with private and public entities to ensure that we have a robust development going on. But we have to make sure that we have people in place that holds folk accountable as well. So listen, I'm not going to hold you long. I said I'd be here for 10 minutes. We're at 15. So let me just say this. Voter registration ends Monday. You need to register to vote today, downtown, Saturday downtown. Friday, you can go online. You can go to my website, click voter information. You can go to the Clark County Board of Elections website, click get registered. It don't take much to get registered, irrespective of what's going on across the world, across the country in terms of suppression. And that stuff is going on. It's going on here in Ohio. But in this moment, in this city, at this time, it's not difficult to register to vote, and it's not difficult to vote. Utilize it. Your failure to utilize it might mean that people who you think would work best for you is not going to be on that board. It's not going to be on that commission. And you'll sit back and say, well, same old, same old. It's not the same old if you make the choices to put the people in to change the same old, same old. Stop giving up. Stop giving in. A hungry people got to scream for justice. Got to scream for something to eat. You got to thirst for what? Righteousness, goodness, justice. Closed mouth don't get fed. And Reverend Jackson taught me you got to have enough hog sense. But when a hog is going to slaughter, a hog squeals. Those of you who feel slaughtered by low income, low wages, are you squealing? Those of you who feel slaughtered by laws that restrict you from making decisions about your body, are you squealing? Those of you who can't afford health care, prescription drug prices getting high, are you squealing? Those of you whose street lights ain't working, those of you whose trash is being all around, are you squealing? If you're not squealing, then you don't have enough sense to fight for yourself. To elect Julius Bailey is a partner in your fight. I ain't gonna fight for you. I'm gonna fight with you. I need you to take this election in 32 days seriously. I need you to tell your mom, your dad, your cousins, your nephews, your aunties, your roommates, your church mates to look into this Julius Bailey guy. Google him. Google me. Do the deep Google searches. A lot of different ways. Julius Bailey, Dr. Julius Bailey, Professor Julius Bailey. Be even more specific. Julius Bailey, Chicago. Julius Bailey, Harvard. Julius Bailey, DC. Julius Bailey, wherever you want to. Look me up. Look at the work that I've done. I'm not asking you for your vote because I need a job. I'm a full professor at a wonderful university. Author of 6 books, 27 articles, chapters. I'm good. I want to fight for you. I'm sincere about that. I want to fight for you because so many people haven't really fought for you. They represented you, but haven't fought for you. I'm a fighter. I may lose the fight, but you can bet you're going to know you was in one. Intellectually, not intellectually. Can I fight for you? Or can I fight to ensure that we do the work for our properties, to ensure that our properties have a better value for you and your family? Can I fight for you? Can I fight for you when we talk about safety and security? Not more police. You ain't gonna get that from me. I ain't gonna lie to you. But we want to effectively train the police that we got. We want to make sure they are equipped with what they need. We want to make sure that they're able to de-escalate, involved, that they're able to have all the resources in their disposal. We want to make sure they're in all aspects of our city, not just rolling up on Center Street all day long. We all need to feel secure. From North Ridge and North Gate, or Northern Estates to Southern Estates and Southern Southgate. We all need to feel secure. But safety and security is a manifestation of what it is. Are we getting to the roots of the problem? Are we engaged in an educational system? Are we engaged in health care and mental health care and treatment? Are we actually do we have a city that cares? Because a city that cares is constitutive of organizations that work arduously and diligently to ensure that people within their organizations have the best access to be the best that they can be. We want to fight not to be perpetual losers, but we want to be winners. This is what? The champion city? Can we be champions? Can I challenge you to be a champion? Can I challenge you to be a champion in small business development? Can I challenge you to be a champion in ensuring that we have more housing, affordable housing? Can I challenge you to be a champion to make sure we have clean streets, one broom, one block? That's what the CARE campaign is all about. Can I challenge you to be a champion? Our high school football team right now is working toward a championship. They're working every day. They're honing their skills. They're practicing that which they've messed up each week. They win each week. But even in their win, what does coach tell them? We have to water the brown spots. Where we're going wrong, we have to fix. That's how we become a champion city. Let's do it together. Help me help you. People always ask me, well, what happens if you don't win? If I don't win, the same people that's calling me to ask them to be on their boards and committees, I'm going to do it still. I'm committed. Now I'm invested. Almost 300 and something people have invested literally in my campaign with donations. Thank you. Thank you. I'm not going to let you down. We fought since March. We're going to keep fighting and keep getting this message of CARE out till November 2nd. Hopefully I'll have your vote. But again, as I close, not in a ministerial sense, because I'm really about to close. I got stuff to do. But listen, register to vote this weekend. Vote on November 2nd. When early votes started, vote early. Grab somebody. Grab your mama, your auntie. Grab your uncle. Get them a absentee ballot. Let them know. You can vote for 3 people if you want to, Mom. Well, I like so-and-so. Well, vote for so-and-so, but have you paid attention to the other candidates? Don't forget about that, Mom, because 3 people are going to sit on this board no matter what you say. I'd rather know who these people are than not. You can have a false analysis of saying, well, I ain't voting for him, I ain't voting for her, him or her gonna get in here. It's a no-brainer. You might as well be an informed voter. Vote for the best. Not just who you think is nice. Vote for who's gonna fight for you. Vote for who's going to love the city that you love and invest in the people that you want to invest in. My campaign is about chances and opportunities because people gave me a chance. Not 1 chance, not 2 chances, 3 chances. People invested in Julius Bailey. And that's how Julius Bailey became from a 2-time grammar school dropout to a 2-time being thrown out, to a 2-time high school being thrown out, to a PhD. That's how he got there. Why? Because people invested in those brown spots of my life that wasn't watered well. People then said, we need to put more time into that, brother. We need to put more time into our city, y'all. We need to make sure our young people love this city, and we want to invest. That's why I want to do things like youth commissions. I want to do things like carnivals. Like I had my block party. People coming through here said they never had nobody to do something like that for them before. This ain't something new. This is about investing in the people who invest in you. It's about making sure that you are neighborly again. COVID got us all isolated and messed up. I need to meet my neighbors. And so I brought out hamburgers and hot dogs, and I brought out the Kona ice truck, and we just had a wonderful day of knowing who my neighbors are. I challenge every precinct in the city to do that. And as your commissioner, I would work with other commissioners and say, listen, we need to do this all year long. Build a city of love. Every woman, every man, join the caravan of love. Can we do that as a city? I think we can. Actually, I know we can. So look, this video now is at 25 minutes. I plan to talk for 5. So I'm just fired up. I'm fired up for Springfield. I'm fired up for our ability to be the best that we can be. I'm fired up for our children and the investment that we can make in our children and in our young folk. And so to make sure that they invest in the city, they know what it's like to run a municipality. That's where I love the kind of work that's being done right now, quite frankly, with our city manager and all those under him, doing some great work. But they need a little bit more pushing. And a little bit different voices in there. And a fresh look, if you don't mind. I think I'm pretty much of a good fresh look. That's why I got the billboards all over the city, because somebody told me I was handsome. And so I said, well, let me pay another $800 to see how handsome I am on that side of town. You know, I'm just joking. But no, for real. I got to go. So God bless you. Register to vote. October 4th is over. If you ain't registered by October 4th, then you're not going to have a voice in this election. Yeah, you can support me, you can support Crystal, you can support Rob, you can support Dave, but if you're not going to vote, then we need your vote. Like I said, pastors and imams, you need to... we can't get political. The heck you can't. The church is more about prayer. It's about activity. You ain't got to talk about Julius Bailey. You ain't got to talk about Rob Rue. You got to talk about Crystal Phillips. You got to talk about Dave Esther. What you got to talk about is how is your lives better and how can we make it better? We make it better by being active in our city council meetings, being active in our board planning meetings, being active in our community planning organizations, being active in our neighborhood associations. That's how you have a conversation. An emancipatory, a liberatory theology. Jesus said, render unto Caesar's that is Caesar's. But if necessary, turn over the money changers in the temple. But being active, there ain't no such thing as not being active. I got to go. God bless you. I love you. The CARE campaign loves you. You know what we do. We're trying to import a politic of care, and so understand that I care, you care, we all care. Let's care about those who often sometimes disregard and don't pay attention to. That's what we're about. It's about watering the brown spots. November 2nd is the election. October 4th is the close of voter registration. Early registration will become, and early voting will come soon thereafter. Tell a friend. If you need a yard sign, holler at me. www.electjuliusbailey.org. www.electjuliusbailey.org. Obviously, if you're watching this probably on Facebook, I'm on Facebook. Hey, holler at us. We're going to work for you. God bless you. Stay strong.